Hey guys, welcome back to King's Outdoor Life. It is a beautiful September day here in Alabama, looking like 72 degrees, so gotta love this kind of weather, almost like fall. Gas prices down to $3.10 a gallon, $4.56 for diesel fuel. So this tank is going to be a little bit better than the previous tanks as far as total price. Going to be about 25 miles per gallon, and another mixed tank. Pulled the tractor a little bit. Did a couple of long hauls as far as 3 hours total round trip. So good mixed tank here. And once again, the little diesel is performing great. Had to put new DEF in, had 2.5 gallons of DEF I put in this week. So that brings me up to in 12,500 miles. That would have been my fourth 2.5 gallon jug. So 10 gallons of DEF that it's used in 12,500 miles. So anyway, let me get the let it finish filling up. We'll get the totals and give you the numbers. So like I said, 23 gallons, $4.56 a gallon. It's going to be right at 25 miles per gallon in this mixed tank. So
I don't know why the pump stopped early here, but it stopped at 14.15, let's call it, gallons. So I had to put the credit card in again and restart it, and I got almost 8.5 gallons in the second time. So I added it up for you. I'll show you in a second.
All right, so 545 miles this tank. When I was filling up, the first time I used a 10 cent discount, and I don't know if that's what caused it, but it stopped early. It only took like 14 gallons, and I knew I should have had like 22 gallons, so that confused me. So anyway, I'll have to pull the images and add the numbers up and see what I got here, but you can see probably 24 miles per gallon. This tank was constant, back and forth, 1.5 miles to the school and back to drop off my son, and 1.5 miles to church and back. So this was a short trip, no pulling anything really this tank, but this is kind of what shows you. So still 24 miles per gallon on short trips is pretty good.
486.9 per gallon here, and it ended up taking 18.68 gallons to fill it up.
Well, I had 130 miles left to go before I was out of fuel, but I got to drive 130 miles tomorrow to get to the Nashville airport. So I went ahead and refueled. So I don't know, I hadn't done the math yet in my head. Usually I do the math in my head, but the guy at the pump next to me was talking, so I didn't get to do the math in my head. So anyway, 23 miles per gallon roughly, probably, and just around town this trip, back and forth to the school and that sort of thing. So not very good fuel efficiency, but still pretty good just for around town.
Almost hunting season, so we got the camper topper back on there. I like the way it looks with the camper topper, but it does hurt the fuel efficiency. Camper shell, camper topper, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, 481 a gallon, and at this point it takes 22.6 gallons to fill it up.
So I'm a little disappointed in this tank. As you saw, I got the camper topper back on there. That certainly hurts my fuel efficiency, but it's going to be a little over 24 miles per gallon, and I did a 2.5 hour road trip each way. So I should have been a little better than that. It'll come out to be 24 and a quarter, something like that. But I should have been in the 26 range on this tank. So I don't know. I have to kind of watch this and see why I'm getting a little worse fuel efficiency. Part of it is the topper. Part of it was going pretty fast, I guess, on the interstate. Let me show you this too, if I can figure out which way to go. Fuel range 556 based on that. And since I started in my 14,122 miles, it's averaging, according to the computer, 23. So I'm still averaging over 24 miles per gallon, everything. All right, that should be enough for this video. I think this will be 3 fill-ups. I'll try to put a video together, get this out to you, and thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe, and still trying to get to 1,000.